Okay, shalom, shalom, everybody. So I just wanted to talk about things I have been going on with my stepsister and people that I just talk to on a daily basis. So I think we're on to something, and I think we have an idea of what's really going on here. So, we just explaining things to each other, exchanging different type of information. And, in the midst of, exchanging information, something just comes to my head, and I'm just like, well, I think I know what's going on here. I think I know that these beings are here. Okay, they try to tell you that, these planets are real, such as Venus and Pluto and Mars. That shit is not real. Planets are real, not real. So let's get that properly understood. Those are satanic lies to keep you wandering out in the galaxy and not pay attention to what the freak is really going on this plane of existence. Okay, let's get that properly understood. There are no such thing as planets, because if there were, we wouldn't be in a firmament. And if you want to find that out, you can go into the Torah, the first 5 books of Moses, when it explains that the moon and the sun are luminaries. So how did you go to the moon and the moon is a luminary? It's transparent. It's a light. Okay? Help me understand that. So, even if you look up the definition of luminary, it says a light like the sun or the moon, and that's on Google. So why are they telling our children that you can land on the moon if it's a luminary? But Google just said that it's a light. Satan is the father of lies, and he likes to deceive. So let's get into it. So I'm thinking that these beings are here, and I think that they live underground. That's what I think. So that's why they give you all these weird ass theories of the Big Bang Theory and, Mars and Pluto and things of that nature, because they don't want you to pay attention to what's really happening on Earth. Okay? So these beings have stations here. And for me personally, I think it's the pyramids, because the pyramids line up with the stars, and we all know what stars are. Okay? So whatever that the stars are attached to the firmament purposely, because that's what the Most High did, was trap these fallen angels and put them on the firmament, so when the last days come, then he can get just destroy them. But these pyramids are exactly lined up with these stars, so I'm thinking they're using portals to get here. I don't know if it's technology, I don't know if it's dark magic, I don't know if it's a mirror. But some way, somehow, they're getting here. And then once they get here, I don't think that they can live on Earth up the sun, because the sun burns them, okay? The sun burns them. And the only way that they can get on Earth is if they possess a vessel, or if they, get a body where they can clone themselves inside the vessel. Or, it's like this little, almost like a bug that they inject in the eye. I was about to say the head, but it's not the head, it's the eye. And once it get in the eye, it can tell that human, it can see the human's whole life, past, memories, everything, but be that person, and the person that was, originally in the body is gone. So it's different type of ways that they do to get here. But yes, so I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and the news is in on it, okay? The news know that these beings are underground. The celebrities know that these beings are underground. They work with them hand in hand. All these restaurants you go to, all these factories that you go to, secretly support the agenda of human trafficking. Okay, let's get that properly understood. Everybody is in on it, because these beings are paying our government technology, and for exchange for fucking bodies. And our government, literally will sit in front of us on Channel 5 News and say, such and such is missing. She's been missing about 2 weeks. The Amber Alert. But they're the ones that's in on it. You see how psychologically fucked up that is? Yes, it's real. So, I believe in them pyramids. Under them pyramids is tunnels. And these beings live under the ground. That's why they always show you alien movies. That's why they always show you the underworld, or the monsters under the bed, or, the upside down world. It's in our face. And we are their dinner. We are their choice of prey. I mean, not choice of prey, but we are what they choose to eat. Okay? And a lot of people might look over this and might say I'm crazy. But you will never know unless it happens to you. You might walk down the street one day and get snatched up in a white van and go under there and see everything. That's what's happening to the people that's down there. They see it. We can't see it because it hasn't happened to us. We haven't been caught slipping. Some people get away. Some people live to 60 years old and never see the underworld. And they think it's normal. No, we're literally living on a farm where we are breeded to be eating by the people that's underground. And they distract us with these bars and these movies and these drugs and this alcohol, so we can never pinpoint where our enemies are. That's why they always telling us our enemies are, elsewhere, in the sky. No, their asses is underground, conjuring up whenever they feel like it to devour souls. Okay? So, this is my message to the people. That's why you always see, oh, have you seen me, on the back of an advertisement, a piece of paper that you found on the ground next to the mailbox. Have you seen me? Or your child's face on the back of the milk carton. Have you seen me? Yes, they have. They took them. The person that printed out that advertisement took them. They're all in on it. The celebrities, the news. They're all in on it. And their favorite choice is children. They love children. And they love people with melanin. Melanin and children. They like people with melanin because they can't, stay in the sun. So they want to eat people that has melanin, because I guess they believe that would help them be able to survive the sun. But, yeah. So be careful, man, when you're out here walking at night, because they're watching you. They're even building cameras inside the phones, inside the TVs, because they don't want their food to leave. How else would they survive if we all woke up and realized that there's monsters under the bed for real, and we started fighting back? They don't want us to think. They want us to be dumb so they can continue to live. And their children are living on earth. Their children is Queen Elizabeth. These are the ones that can stay on earth because they have vessels. Yeah. And the reason why they live underground is because the Most High cut them off. He kicked them out of, above, because, Satan didn't want to bow down to the Most High's creation, because Satan felt like he was older. He felt like, I'm not bowing down to that creator. I'm older than that creation. So the Most High said, boop, I make the rules. Okay? So that's happened with that. And when he got down here, he seen us. He wanted us to get kicked out of paradise just like how he was kicked out of heaven. So while people thinking that Satan is really on their side, he's not, because he hates humans. He despises. He doesn't like us. So why are you selling your soul to him for the riches and the glory and the money? He's laughing at you because he's like, you're going to get kicked out of paradise, whether you know it or not. Just like you got me kicked out, I'm going to get you kicked out too. So we can't trust him because he's a good deceiver. He can be a woman or a man. He's a tranny, okay? He's a tranny. He can transfer, not a good word. He can shape shift. That's what he can do. He can shape shift into anything that he wants. Just like he shape shift into a goddamn snake and deceived Eve. So be careful, you guys. These beings are underground. They're not our friends. They're actually haunting us. Good movies to watch. The Sausage Party, that's a good movie to watch. Angry Birds, that's a very good movie to watch. A lot of people think these cartoons are just cartoons. No. Angry Birds has a very good message that you need to watch. Don't watch the animation. Don't watch the colors. Watch the message and what the director is trying to give you. Okay? They're eating the children and they're putting them on milk cartons and displaying it on the news like as if they don't know what's going on and they're the main ones doing it. And the government has a peace treaty with them. This is what Men in Black symbolizes. The government has a peace treaty with them. So they won't destroy and eat up everybody. They just like, well, look, we'll give you a little bit here and there if you just let us continue to live. In exchange for technology and goods and glory and things like that and magic and to put other people in poverty so they can stay rich. This is why they praise these entities underground, so they can stay rich. Not knowing that these entities underground are not powerful, more powerful than the Most High. That's where they fucked up.